Enemy of my enemy. I was gonna finish up the last chapter of Elementalist and hope to get that 15 diamonds. And you know, have that, wait, tomorrow, get dirty, back, read this chapter, but since Elementalist is only 4 chapters, that doesn't count as a full book, so not even a short story. So, fuck. And since I almost finished with it, because I gotta read book 3 too. I don't know. Anyways, I think book 3 should be fully out now. After, you know, I've waited so long. Didn't even know the third one was coming out. Then it came out like, oh. Well, I just barely finished the second one. And the third one's gonna be coming out soon. Now it's out, and I hope is. I think, not hope, I think I know it's fully out. Should be. Yeah. Book 3 should be the last one. For now. Moments after receiving a mysterious note from Ivy, you head up to the rooftop terrace to meet her. Okay, Ivy, I'm here just like you asked. Start talking. You never were one to mince your words, were you? Straight to the point, then. Discuss later. He puts in a chill surface facade for the cameras, but after the last challenge, we've seen what he's really like. He could have seriously hurt someone at laser tag arena, tripping people and shoving them, bending every possible rule. The way he was playing, he's basically the reason Parker and Alexis end up in the bottom 4. Oh please, I know you don't give a damn about Alexis, Parker. What are you really saying? I'm saying, as long as Slater's in this house, nobody's safe. It's only a matter of time before your partner puts a target on your back. I've got a plan to take him out the competition, but I need your help. Let me just say, you got my attention. I'm listening, but this plan better be good. Right, okay, thank you. Abby starts to pace on the rooftop, wringing her hands slowly. She lays out her plan. The steam is covering up my screen. I'm about to turn my brightness up, just so I can read. Hold on. That's too bright. Still too bright. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright. Only audience vote last week, and as long as I'm safe, it gives me the power to spare 2 people for the next elimination ceremony. Meaning the other 2 will be automatically eliminated. Exactly. If you join the next challenge, that would guarantee that Slater ends up in the bottom 4 with you. That gives me power to save you and whoever else you pick. Okay, it's not a terrible plan. Thank you for the stirring vote of confidence. You came out of nowhere and drew this idea at me. That's the best you're gonna get. If I did want to get Slater out of the game, hypothetically, it could work. So will you? Will you? I'm not making any promises, but I'll think about what you said. Abby nods at you. There's a surprising earnestness beneath her determined expression. And that's all I ask. I try to turn my fan, right? I picked it up a little bit. I try to turn it, just like one-handed. My whole arm just popped. Alright. I'm not weak. Damn it. God. My whole left arm from like my shoulder down to like my forearm hurts. Damn thing. Ow. Ow. Next morning, you wake with thoughts of Ivy's plan running through your mind. Ivy's already proven that she can't be trusted, and Slater's my partner. But Slater isn't exactly innocent, either. How long until his bad behavior catches up to me? You head downstairs, get ready for the day's challenge, mind still churning. When you hear angry voices come from the hair makeup room. At least Riz knows he's a villain. Slater still thinks he's the cool guy in the house. Yeah, I played with some major trolls, but Slater acting that nice to my face, then pulling these cheap tricks is worse. I haven't seen moves that devious since Barney accidentally marked it, Kevin out going clashing half off. You're not the only ones who was surprised. He was competitive during season 7, but what even nudges Jen when she noticed you standing at the doorway. Jeez, what a time. I can't believe the outfit I have for you today. The room suddenly goes quiet as Edith Giannis by you. Hey Jace. How much of that did you hear? Pretty much all of it. I just got a problem with Slater. We're in the same boat. You're all seeing what he's really like now. Just be glad you don't have to work with him. Point taken. Yeah, we should have realized that being a part of a bad team can take your game too. Fatima turns to Jen. Jen, darling, seems like Slater's been a thorn in everyone's side. Can't you do something about him? Technically, he hasn't broken any rules. If I'm being honest, he's great for our ratings. Well, that is something that will be even better for them. Chase's challenge outfit! Okay, Fatima, what have you got? This challenge is going to be physical to say the least. That's why I made you something that will help you keep you cool. Sounds like exactly what I need. I can see it, but I can't see it. There's like steam. Oh. How much clearer and sharper the image came when I moved my phone up out of the smoke. Wow. Crazy. Thanks, Fatima. She was great. And it looks even better. There's a pun at the top that I didn't get to read, but you know, I will say I'll rewatch it and just, you know, see what it said. I won't. I really won't. I hate when I try to go into the closet, but then it does that. Hold on. Oh wait, no, it's not gonna say it. Oh my god, never mind. I just realized it's not gonna say it. He said something about I'll say it. I don't know what she said. God damn it. At your leisure. Like at your athletic. Athlete. That's terrible. I say you look great for any challenge Cartoon can join us. Fatima, you're an artist, and Ch8, pure perfection. You three have better get a move on. Van will take you down to the challenge site. She looks wearily at a haphazard stack of paperwork as you make your way to the door. I'll be there as soon as I sort out Carson's latest mess. After a short drive to Miami, you and other contestants arrive at a sunny park along the coast. I'll say this for Carson. He knows how to pick a venue. And you clearly know how to dress for some action. She grinned at Alexis. Vince gives you a begrudging nod. That's a bad move, playing to the cameras. I didn't realize athleisure wear could be so flattering. Oh, thanks. Get around, everyone. Get around. You all assemble beside Carson and involve two-seater bikes. Carson flashes a brilliant grin at the cameras. It's a beautiful day for a challenge that is literally all about teamwork. A tandem bike race. A biking challenge? Nice to make this one easy, Carson. Not so fast, Turbo. You haven't won yet. I only wish I could be right alongside you all. Unfortunately, my biking suit is still at the dry cleaners. So, just to live vicariously through our glamorous contestants. If you had to do another outdoor challenge, why couldn't it be a water sport? They spent like 3 weeks on the beach with 0 swim races. You hear that, Carson? I'm Bianca. Another chance to show off my beach body is always a good thing. See? Ch8 guess it. If you do want to swim in your downtime, fine. But I'm going to focus on winning this race. The rules for this challenge are simple. First team across the finish line wins. So gear up and get ready to race. Good thing this isn't the best dress competition, or you already have a speed chase. That streamlined look is definitely going to give you an edge. Around you, your contestants begin doing stretches, secure double checks the gear on all your bikes. Goodness, I don't think I've been on a bike since the Cincinnati Cycling Celebration in '09. Please tell me it's less complicated than it looks. You've ridden a bike before, right? Does beating every level of paperboy count? Kinda. I was more of an arty kid than an outdoors kid, but I can just never came up. Atari. Oh my god, I know what the damn thing is. I'm like, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Forgot. I know what an Atari is. I know what an Atari is. I'm young, but I know what an Atari is. Damn it. If I had someone ran me through the basics, it wouldn't be so bad though. She smiles hopefully at Eden, who immediately starts to stammer. Well, you're a fast learner. I bet you pick up in no time. Oh, sure. I hope so. Kiana's totally floating, but Eden will make a move without some help. Help Eden, Kiana get closer in this exclusive scene, and don't worry, it won't hurt your odds in this challenge. Fine. Shut up! Chuck. Said Chuck. If you're not stretching, Eden, maybe you can show Kiana the ropes. It makes great footage, right, Jen? You shoot Jen a wink. She starts to grin. A scene like that would fit perfectly. Wait, your bot. A scene like that would fit perfectly with both your arcs. Oh, I mean, I can do that if Kiana wants me to. Are you kidding? I'd love to. Let's go right now. Ren brings over a single rider bike, and Eden wheels it toward a path at the waterfront edge of the park. Riding a bike is easy. Once you learn, you'll never forget it. Just throw your leg over, put your foot against the pedal, and keep your balance. Eden demonstrates, riding a small circle. Despite Eden's confident start, the bike wobbles slightly during the dismount. Now you should give it a try. I don't know. I'm sure Eden's a great teacher. Eden wants to tell her sorority to sue Cosmo for Mixer. Yeah, the best tour girls on the row. If anyone could teach you to ride a bike, sir. Okay, here goes nothing. Kiana swings her leg over the frame of the bike and pushes hard against the pedals. Whoa! Eden reaches around to steady the handlebars, and the two are less than a breath away. It might be a pretty good teacher after all. Only one way to know for sure. Eden moves one hand of the handlebars, then the others. I'm doing it! Suddenly she loses her balance, and the bike races towards the bushes. I need the brakes. We can teach you to stop. Come on, squeeze the handbrakes. Just before she crashes, Kiana grabs the brakes, and the bike skids to a stop. That was close. The end could have gone better. But did you see me? I was flying. I gotta do that again. Eden helps Kiana reset the bike, and in no time, she's speeding down the boardwalk. If you ride like that during the race, Slade and Ryan are in trouble. Well, get your checkered flag ready. Sam coming out. We better get back before they miss us. Kiana hops off the bike, and Ryan swoops in to return it. Kiana turns away from you toward Eden, smiling. I know teaching me can't have been good for your game, but thanks, Eden. You close your eyes and purse your lips to a smooch. Eden blushes, but gently presses a kiss to Kiana's cheek. Chase. He's like, and she's like, Chase, stop it. But okay. Some things are more important than competition. That's true. But doesn't mean we can let you win. Eden beams happily at you as Kiana leads you both back to the group. Once everyone's warmed up and the crew has finished setting up the bikes, Jen gives Carson a thumbs up. Okay, contestants, take your places. Motion for Chase to be front and center. The audience deserves to see his look up close. Like that's anything new. My boy Chase always looks good. Your boy And not from Omar. You swap places with Eden to be closer to the nearest camera. Don't mind if I do. The rules to win any race are simple, but remember, you'll be sharing a bike. You have to move as one if you want to beat your fellow contestants across the finish line. Any questions before the race begins? Ready to roll. At a signal for run, everyone climbs onto their bikes and straps on a helmet. Slater takes the back seat and you take on the bike, and you take the front. Gotta be waiting with the most winning contestant. Gotta be riding with the most winning contestant. I'm barely watching the road, not just my outfit. I did my best. For a split second, as Carson pulls the starting pistol from his pocket, Ivy catches your eye from down the line. Moment of truth. Had I win this challenge, or draw like Ivy suggested, gets laid on the bottom floor. Do you trust Ivy's plan? Your performance in this week's challenge could determine who's safe and who will be going home, so choose carefully. Carson's finger hovers over the pistol trigger, then a loud crack ring. How ironic that I get a voice crack at the word crack. Nice. Then a loud crack rings out across the park. Get moving, contestants. Now take off across the starting line, following the chalk marked path on the pavement. Pedal faster, Slater. Just as you find a comfortable speed, something comes hurtling up behind you, facing Lex's bike with Vince steering. Vince's steering is way too close. Chase, look out on your left. You twitch handlebars to the right, pulling away from Vince and Alexis while keeping your lead. Thanks for the warning. Anytime. You quickly pedal around past the first turn. Palm trees and shade wasn't by. Beside you, Eden is having a hard time steering straight. I'm still debating if I want to get rid of Ivy or Slater. I like Slater, but apparently no one else seems to. Everyone doesn't like Ivy either. But Ivy and I aren't exactly best friends, so she might betray me, is what I'm thinking about. So if I listen to her, I'm gonna try to, draw it. I'll try to draw it. Did I read this? You quickly pedal around the path's first turn. Palm trees and shade wasn't by. Beside you, Eden's having a hard time steering straight. I did. Why don't these pedals? Eden suddenly swerves to the side, because the soccer ball rolls across the path right towards you. What's going on up there? You need to stop. Press his brake just as you press yours, and the ball rolls harmlessly past in a split second, using impelling and speed past Eden. Good save. Oh shit. I didn't mean to. That's why I'm steering this thing. Another turn path is suddenly looping back toward the starting line and the end of the race. Almost there. Alexis advanced a few yards behind you, and mostly out of pair behind them, but then I'm gonna let you win that easily. Where we stop, folks? You're gonna pass us. Slater speeds up his pedaling just as you slow down. Bike's gear, where he tries to balance your flipping paces. What do you... Just keep going. You Slater race toward the finish line, neck and neck with Derek and Kiana's bike. At the last second, you pull ahead and take first place. God damn it. Yes, I should have failed more. I panicked. I don't know how to do wrong in these things. Nice steering, partner. Yeah, you were riding like the wind. Congratulations to Slater and Chase on an incredible race. Carson, before you hand out trophies, we need to talk about what Slater did to my bike. What? Yeah, what? Don't give me a look. You were hanging around our bike for the face, and next thing I know, the pedals are coming loose. If we were going any faster, they would have came off. I want to trust the gears on the bike. Question, with just a couple of spins, one of the pedals clatters off into his hand. This bike is in seriously bad shape. So it's not working. So what? You got any proof that it has something to do with it? Or you just jealous that me and Chase kicked your asses? Proof or no proof? This is a very serious accusation. Slater, Chase, I'm afraid I have to revoke your win. Scratch that. Carson revoked your win. Ooh. Scratch that. I had to revoke your win. Ooh. Ooh. What, Slater? What the hell? Why'd you do something like that? You're gonna take this crap about face value? Some part you are. At least Ch8 is trying to respect the rules of the game. That's way more important than some producer-approved partnership. I'm sorry, everyone, but this is the only fair call for me to make. Fair? Ivy kicks over a sandcastle, and that's too bad. But Eden says one word against me, and we're disqualified. I told you I never touched that thing. I take accusations of cheating very seriously. What a new experience that must be for you. Whatever happened on the beach only put a challenge in jeopardy. Despite what was deliberately tampered with, someone could have been hurt. You are Carson. He's made his decision. Now get your methods up and get out of the sun. Carson nods decisively and waits for the cameras to push in on him. With Derek and John as our challenge winners, after a shocking last-minute turn of events. That leaves Eden, Bianca, Ivy, and Parker in the bottom four. You're right. We could have had this one in the bag, Ivy. Why are you out there? Ivy doesn't answer Parker. She just shoots you a brief, bitter glare. I must have had other things in my mind. We'll be back soon for the reveal of this week's state card. Once cameras cut, you all hand your bikes off to the production staff. Carson pulls one camera crew aside. Come on, before we leave, I want some more action shots for the few of the cyclists. How much more action do you need after a race? Eden, you know how to do a... what's that trick called? A wheelie? Excuse me? Well, Lieutenant Omar films Carson and Eden. John walks over to you and your other contestants as you're removing your helmets. Anytime Carson goes into creative mode, that means we're going to be here for a while. So we should all get comfortable? You could. It's a beautiful day. If you want to take a walk together on one footage, always plays well for relax. Are you down for a little more? Silence means checking out Woods Park. So time could be nice. This is your chance to take a romantic stroll with special someone. This better be the last one. Punch somebody. You have a little more exercise, Alexis? Hell yeah. Though, if you call walking exercise, you better keep up. I do call walking exercise. You and Alexis head further into the park. You can have a moment away from the set. But beside you, can't help but notice how tense she is. So, how are you and Vince getting along? Or not? I thought that he'd be willing to work together now that his face tied to mine, but I guess that's too much to ask. Really? He seemed pretty determined to snag the win earlier. I mean, he nearly made us crash. Believe it or not, yes, he wasn't trying to sabotage you. The man can't bounce on a bike for the life of him. But what about you and Slater? Seemed like things were fine until Eden made that accusation. For being honest, I'm not a fan of his methods. Wait, so you think he did sabotage Eden's bike? I don't know. Considering how competitive he is, I guess I can't rule it out. But he's clearly playing to win. My dreams are still haunted by that laser tag challenge. Alexis casts a sidelong glance at the cameras, then turns to you with a smirk. Okay, I'm done talking about the show. I just want to enjoy this afternoon with you. Sounds perfect to me. She takes your hand. Together you walk through the park, enjoying the colorful flowers and the fresh breeze. You know, Natalie and I used to go to the park by our apartment every day in the summer and playing for hours, not a care in the world. Sounds nice. You took babysitting pretty seriously, huh? Honestly, I didn't think about it like that. Now that's my sister, but she's also my best friend. I want to spend time with her. I can't say I know too many siblings think the way you do. I'm glad you two have each other. So am I. She continued down the path, came across a group of kids playing tag by the playground. Alexis watched them with a smile. See, this is what I associate with the park. Playing, spending time with family. Not so much going on a romantic stroll, especially when I'm a sweaty mess after all the biking we did. Don't call yourself a mess. You're always gorgeous. Even with the helmet hair. Especially with the helmet hair. She lashed, wrinkled her nose. Gross, but As I was starting to say, you got a way of making even the cheesiest things fun. Reminiscing about the past is never cheesy, Alexis. He's going to swings. He's so on. The two of you race to the swings, immediately kicking your feet out in front of you once you take a seat. Ready? Whoever gets the longest jump wins. Push your muscles harder, pulling your swing to ascend higher and higher beside you. Alexis does the same, until you both leap off. He sails through the air, then steps to landing. Alexis looks over, quickly calculating the distance between you and your swings. Damn, it's like a tie. Guess we're both champion swingers now. Never say that again, thank you. TV collapsed onto a bench, watching your empty swings sway in the breeze. See? It's not so bad being a kid again. Sure, but adulthood does have its perks. Alexis turns away from the cameras, giving you a mischievous look. I just wish you had a little privacy. Make us something behind the camera and make your eyes go comically wide. What's that? The crew members nearly dropped their cameras. They whipped their heads around, following your gaze. What are you up to? This. Lean over quickly, pull Alexis into a passionate kiss. The adrenaline makes the moment that much sweeter. As the cameras turn back on the two of you, you break away from the kiss. Alexis smirks, eyeing you closely. Look at you, sneaking around. This pride I'm feeling? Yes, I hope something more than that. I hope. You both laugh. After basking in the sunshine a moment longer, two of you head back to the others, hand in hand. You climb into a limo to head back to the mansion. You can't think about Ivy and Parker's place in apartment 4. I hope I made the right call. Later, back at the mansion. Carson gathers you all in the living room to reveal the newest date card. Let's have another round of applause for Derek and Kiana, whose 10 on teamwork truly made the dream work. He hands in the date card, and Kiana opens it with an excited grin. As winner of this challenge, you will enjoy a private dinner date at the stunning, romantic, world-famous restaurant, Time in the Bottle. Nice! I'm on the lookout teammates is like obsessed with that place. It's supposed to be amazing. I order everything on the menu. Eating clears her throat, looking rapidly between Derek and Kiana with a worried expression. Congratulations. It will be a marvelous dinner, I'm sure. Oh, if we need to confess her feelings soon, I'm going to do it for her. Turn back to Derek and Kiana. You two better drink an extra round for me. I won't lie, I'm sad that we're missing out, but I hope you two have one hell of a dinner. You better live it up for the both of us. We'll do our best, don't you worry. Slater sighs and mutters under his breath. Could have been nice on that dinner. Some people remember how to ride a bike. No. It's not because I didn't know how to ride a bike. It's because you probably sabotaged someone else and almost endangered them. That's why we're not going on this date. That's why we didn't win. Because there's a chance you could sabotage and put someone else at risk. Slater. So don't be sighing and looking at me like that. You rise and catch a glimpse of Jen staring at her phone, her face paling. Friends, now's not the time to squabble like old hens. True all-stars to celebrate the endeavors to fellow contestants. Isn't that right? Phil's celebration crew, threatening to echo his words. Jen looks up startled. Yeah, totally right. There you have it. Now repeat after me. Congratulations, Derek and Kiana. Derek contestant is grown while Jen looks back down her phone, scrolling rapidly over the screen with a worried expression. Looks like someone's getting a secret text. Yeah, I wonder what's up. Well, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Be sure to save plenty of energy for tomorrow. He winks at Kiana and Derek, so he breaks file and heads out of the living room and makes way for Jen. Everything okay? Ch8, come here for a sec. She pulls you away from the other crew members and lowers her voice to whisper. You never believe what just happened. Piper texted me. She wants to meet up. What does Pepper want from Jen? Find out in this episode of America's Got Talent.